Pakistan has dramatically escalated its claims regarding the May air confrontation with India, with retired Lieutenant General Khalid Kidwai declaring that the Pakistan Air Force not only shot down 3 but 4 Dassault Rafale fighter jets, releasing the tail numbers of the downed aircraft. Speaking at a press conference organized by the Islamabad Policy Research Institute, Lieutenant General Kidwai, a senior advisor to the country's National Command Authority, disclosed the tail numbers of the destroyed Indian Air Force Rafales as BS-001, BS-021, BS-022, and BS-027. The National Command Authority is a federal agency responsible for safeguarding Pakistan's national security through command, control, and operational decision-making regarding the country's nuclear weapons program. The announcement represents the most explicit allegation yet from Pakistan, moving beyond rhetoric into what Islamabad insists is verifiable detail, with the naming of specific Rafale airframes that India has never publicly admitted losing. The official number of Indian aircraft shot down is not 6 but 7 aircraft, Lieutenant General Kidwai told reporters, adding that 4 Rafales, 1 MiG-29, 1 Su-30, and 1 Mirage 2000 were destroyed in the air battles, while India also lost 1 Israeli-made Heron UAV. The much-hyped Rafale fighter jets have failed disastrously, and the Indian Air Force pilots have demonstrated a clear lack of proficiency, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar stated in a biting rebuke that directly targeted India's prestige procurement program. Captain Shiv Kumar, India's defense attaché to Indonesia, told an academic seminar in Jakarta, "I may not agree that we lost so many aircraft, but I do agree we did lose some aircraft." Slides from his presentation listed 3 Rafales, 1 Su-30 MKI, and 1 MiG-29 destroyed in a single night of combat, marking the first time an Indian defense official conceded substantial losses abroad. India's Chief of Defense Staff, General Anil Chauhan, in an interview with Bloomberg in Singapore, said that not many fighter jets were lost, but some were indeed lost. He further added that what matters is not the number of aircraft lost, but how the Indian fighter jets were shot down. This was the first time Pakistan publicly linked tail numbers to its long-standing claim of Rafale losses, a move seen as an attempt to cement international credibility in a contest of narratives where India has consistently denied suffering such catastrophic setbacks. India's Rafale fleet, acquired from Dassault Aviation in an $8.7 billion deal, was intended to serve as the cutting edge of the Indian Air Force's modernization strategy and a technological counterbalance to both Pakistan and China. Equipped with advanced ESA radar, Meteor and Mica air-to-air missiles, and state-of-the-art electronic warfare suites, the Rafale was marketed domestically as a game-changer capable of dominating South Asia's contested skies. However, Pakistan's claims of Rafale losses in recent combat, if validated, would not only mark the fighter's first-ever combat attrition, but also deliver a reputational blow to India's air power ambitions and the credibility of its high-profile procurement. Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs earlier confirmed that 3 Rafales, 1 Su-30 MKI, and 1 MiG-29 were destroyed in the initial engagements, allegedly struck by PL-15E beyond visual range air-to-air missiles launched from J-10C Vigorous Dragon fighters. The PAF claimed 1 Rafale was destroyed at an unprecedented range of 182 kilometers, underscoring the potency of the Chinese-made PL-15 missile, which combines active ESA radar homing with a speed exceeding Mach 4, placing it among the most advanced BVR systems currently fielded worldwide. On May 17th, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif stunned regional observers by declaring that the PAF had downed 6 Indian fighters in the span of hours, an engagement some analysts have described as the largest air battle in history. A 6th Indian aircraft, a Mirage 2000, was reportedly intercepted and destroyed in a night operation near Pampore, close to the volatile line of control, reinforcing Pakistan's claim of dominance across multiple phases of the conflict. The controversy gained international traction when U.S. President Donald Trump, speaking at a private Republican leadership dinner, remarked, "In fact, planes were being shot out of the air. 5, 4 or 5, but I think 5 jets were shot down actually." Though Trump did not specify the nationality of the downed jets, the offhand comment highlighted that Washington had monitored the engagements closely and suggested that U.S. intelligence assessments may align more closely with Pakistan's claims than India's denials. Losing even 3 of those aircraft in a single campaign would not only slash force structure, but also trigger a reputational crisis for the IAF and Indian political leadership, whose credibility has been staked on the Rafale deal. French intelligence sources, cited by CNN national security correspondent Jim Ciuto, confirmed at least one Rafale had been shot down, while Reuters quoted U.S. defense officials attributing at least 2 Indian fighter losses to Pakistan's J-10Cs, lending external validation to Islamabad's claims. Perhaps the most explosive acknowledgement came not from Pakistan, but from India itself, albeit indirectly. Pakistan's J-10C fleet, built by Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group, forms the backbone of its new generation fighter inventory, with the PL-15E missile giving Islamabad a decisive long-range engagement capability against high-value Indian assets such as the Rafale and Su-30 MKI. In this new era of hybrid warfare, the contest over South Asia's skies has extended far beyond the battlefield into the global perception domain. For New Delhi, the silence surrounding the fate of its Rafales threatens to erode confidence not only in its air power modernization strategy, but also in its ability to control narratives in the information domain. The battle over South Asia's skies has now evolved into a global contest of perception, where tail numbers, missile specifications, and offhand comments by world leaders shape reputations as much as the actual wreckage of downed jets. Pakistan's J-10C Vigorous Dragon fighters, supplied by China's Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group, represent a major leap in the Pakistan Air Force's capabilities with advanced ESA radar, network-centric warfare systems, and multi-role versatility. That's all for today's update. Please subscribe and like this video.